Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Wednesday, the 17th of Shawwal 1446, 16th of April 2025. This Majlis took place at the residence of Hazrat Wala in Wasiabad, Alahbadi, UP, India. Our Hazrat Wala is saying and speaking about an example of Imam Ajuri rahimahullah ta'ala, which he presents in Adabun Nufus. So here our Hazrat Wala is speaking and giving us this example of the nafs. A person makes mehnat on the nafs, it comes out from ammara and then it comes into lawwama, and from lawwama eventually after effort and time it comes into mutma'inna. And the place of the Buzrugs is actually for this, so that a person could reach the desired level. Hazrat Tanvi used to say about certain individuals who used to attend his majlis that they are of such a level, they are absolutely oblivious regarding the dunya and whatever is happening. So here the example that is given, the author goes on to say, let me give you an example which, Allah willing, you will understand quite well. The nafs is like a beautiful foal. The young of a horse, the nafs, the self is like a beautiful foal. Now our Hazrat Wala is saying that when a child is born, don't they take it and say, "Oh, look at the child"? But listen, if the tarbiyat and the good nurturing and upbringing of the child takes place, it's there and it's okay. Otherwise, nothing. So a person looking at it, at this foal, is overtaken by its beauty and splendor. Those who are equestrians will say, what will they say? It will be of no use unless it is trained and disciplined properly. Only then can it be of real benefit. It can then be used for searches and gallops. Its rider will speak highly of its discipline and training. And if it is not disciplined, its beauty and splendor will be of no benefit, and its rider will not take kindly to its ill discipline. Let me just read that to you again. Our Hazrat Wala read it a few times in the Majlis. The example, let me give you an example, which Allah willing, you will understand quite well. The self, the nafs, is like a beautiful foal. A person looking at it is overtaken by its beauty and splendor. Now the Ahle Basirat, the equestrians, they will say, it will be of no use. This foal is of no use unless it is trained and disciplined properly. Only then can it be of real benefit. It can then be used for searches and gallops. Its rider will speak highly of its discipline and training. If it is not disciplined, its beauty and splendor will be of no benefit, and its rider will not take kindly to its ill discipline. Our Hazrat Wala is speaking about an incident that on one occasion, just near to them, right in front of his eyes, our Hazrat Wala is saying that right in front of us, this incident took place, where the police is giving chase and they catch up with this youth and they are taking him. And as they proceed, this police turns back and everybody's looking at this. They're wishing so much that if this youngster can just get freed and see what he is, his end result now. Look at what has happened to him. He turns around, throws his head over the shoulder, and what does he remark? He says, Agar aap log unki tarbiyat kiye hote, to ye hal na hota. Listen, if you people gave him a good upbringing, then this would not be his condition today. We were absolutely embarrassed about this youth, Muslim youth, that was taken by the police, of course, because of his ills, etc. तो Allah Ta'ala हम सब की तरबियत कर दे. Allah Ta'ala make our tarbiyat and give us all a good upbringing, spiritual upbringing. You know, today we tell children, हम बच्चे को कहते तो हमको दुश्मन समझते. They understand us to be their enemy. अपने नफ्स की इस्लाह की तौफीक दे. Allah Ta'ala give us the inspiration to reform this nafs of ours. So let's continue. If the owner of the foal, the example we gave you there on top, if the owner of the foal accepts the advice of these experts, that listen, send it for training somewhere, he will realize that they are correct. He will hand it over to a trainer who will then train it up. The trainer will have to be fully conversant with the methods of training horses, and he must have patience in this discipline. If his knowledge is coupled with patience and he trains the foal accordingly while desiring its wellness, the owner of the foal will benefit from it. But if the trainer has no knowledge of this field, nor does he know how to discipline a horse, he will spoil the foal, tire himself, and the rider will not appreciate it. The rider will not appreciate it. Now here, our Hazrat Wala is turning our attention after reading this article, saying that people used to go to Hazrat Tanvi for tarbiyat. People were sent to Hazrat Tanvi for tarbiyat. Now Allah Ta'ala make this easy for us. But it is for this very same tarbiyat and nurturing and upbringing, spiritual, that Hazrat Tanvi, Hazrat Gangohi, Hazrat Maulana Qasim Saheb, all of them went to Hazrat Haji Imdadullah. Whereas we all understand that in the terminology, he was not an alim. But however, that person who has his earthen pot connected to the ocean, tell me, will he ever run short? And that's how these great spiritual giants were. Their hearts were connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly, and they were speaking from there. And due to all of that, the great giants of knowledge of that time then came to drink from their fountain. Apne ko mitane ki tawfiq de. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of annihilating ourselves, completely and totally humbling ourselves in front of someone. Allah Ta'ala ki marzi ke mutabik, Allah Ta'ala ke marzi ke mutabik banane ki tawfiq de. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of making ourselves, bringing ourselves in accordance to the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, you people have come, people come and go for Islah and Tarbiyat. They bow down and they hand themselves over to someone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decorate our hearts with the Sifat Hamida, the praiseworthy characteristics. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.